Heroin, what was believed to be cocaine, and 500 tablets of this deadly drug were confiscated in your community.
And WSU has a partnership based out of Egypt for this basic need, next on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Connor McAvoy.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Welcome to Murrow News 8. 31-year-old Joshua Buick, who resides in Pullman, was arrested on Wednesday morning for possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver, according to a news release from the Whitman County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff deputies discovered 500 fentanyl tablets in Buick's vehicle, along with heroin, scales, money, and an unknown white powdery substance. Buick made an initial appearance in Superior Court yesterday afternoon and was held in custody on $150,000 bail. It is still unclear on what date and time his trial will be. We spoke with Under Sheriff Chris Chapman earlier today to see if he had any updates on Buick's arrest.
I haven't heard anything since the arrest. Since he got arrested and been to jail, I don't know. The court's going to know that information, but it's very limited.
WSU will be implementing a new anti-hazing law that was signed by Governor Jay Inslee as of yesterday. House Bill 1751, known as Sam's Law, was put into place and named after a death of a fraternity pledge known as Sam Martinez in 2019. This will involve universities across the state of Washington needing to educate in anti-hazing and to report any known incidents involving hazing, including being able to recognize if it occurs.
The incident over spring break, where there was a dozen dead animals found at the ruckus, is still under investigation. Pullman Police Commander Jake Opgennorth said Pullman PD said that further details cannot be discussed at this time.
The Palouse Basin Aquifer Committee is evaluating additional water sources for Latah and Whitman counties. According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, water level decline has affected the Palouse Basin's aquifers for decades. Senior hydrologist Robin Nimmer says it's important to ensure a lasting supply of water for the communities. The committee will release a final report in a few months with some of the top choices for alternative water supply options.
In other water news, there will be a virtual meeting on April 7th about WSU's partnership with the Egypt Center of Excellence for Water. WSU, along with 9 universities, both Egyptian and American, are working towards stronger water management. The webinar will feature information about the center, how WSU faculty can connect with Egyptian faculty and students, and opportunities to network with Egyptian water researchers and educators. For more information and to register for the event, email wrc@wsu.edu.
WSU's international programs and global learning offices have increased education abroad opportunities for students. According to WSU Insider, WSU now offers bilateral exchange opportunities to 40 universities across 6 continents. For every WSU student that is accepted abroad, Pullman's campus hosts a foreign student in return. The Global Learning Office and its partners have facilitated opportunities in over 70 countries worldwide.
The WSU Grad Fair concluded yesterday, but graduating seniors can still rent regalia at the bookie. Students must order regalia by April 12th, and it can be picked up at the bookie with no fee. Regalia rentals should be returned to the bookie before May 14th.
The inaugural winners of a new award on campus.
And new exhibits are up in this WSU museum, and the artists may surprise you after the break.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Biological Sciences Assistant Professor Jenny Zambrano and College of Education doctoral student James Asari were the first to receive the new Elson and Carmetto Floyd and William and Felicia Gaskin Social Justice Advocate of the Year Award. Here's clips from the award ceremony of the two accepting the awards.
I felt humble to receive this award, and this is because my achievements to create a culture of equity and inclusion, it reflects a collective effort.
I'm so excited working with you as a team and all the scholars for the amazing work we are actually doing in inclusion, advocacy, and social justice. I really do appreciate the collaborative partnerships and all the faculty here at the College of Education. My current advisor, Molly, who constantly challenges me to think critically.
The International Student Center in the Cub is looking for unpaid interns for the fall of 2022, according to the Daily Evergreen. The International Center has 6 different internship positions, and each is tasked with important roles and operations that help the center function. Applications can be found on the International Center's website.
The Jordan Schneitzer Museum of Art has a new exhibition up. The MFA thesis exhibition will showcase 6 Master of Fine Art graduate candidates. These candidates have been in a 2 to 3 year program to work and perfect the art in this exhibition. The exhibition will be on display until May 7th. There will be artist talks tomorrow beginning at 3 p.m., where the artists will introduce their work. Tune in to Murrow News 8 tomorrow to learn more about the exhibition and meet one of the artists featured.
To bring it over to Jackie at the weather wall, did you hear about the sky last night?
That is right, Darley. I definitely did. So we had the Aurora Borealis last night, which it was actually pretty rare that you actually get to see it. It's kind of hard to see unless you have like a camera, long exposure, and really good editing skills. But yeah, it was definitely beautiful if you got a chance to see it. Tons of pictures on social media as well. So getting into the forecast today, it's actually been a pretty decent day, but those winds have been insane. I have definitely been freezing, but it has been a high 49, low of 31, and it has been sunny, but again, those winds 15 to 17 miles an hour makes it pretty chilly. And then sun's just going to set 7:16 tonight, so getting a little bit longer day. And moving on to tomorrow, those winds are definitely going to calm down a bit. They're just going to be like 5 to 8 miles per hour, and it's going to be a high of 54, low of 36, and that sun is going to be staying with us again. Sun's going to set around 6:30 a.m., so if you're an early riser, it's going to be a little bright for you, and then it's going to set 7:18 tomorrow. And then looking at across the state, it is definitely springtime in Washington. 53 of a high in Olympia, low of 35. Seattle, high of 54, low of 41. It's just cloudy, so get a little dry break there. Yakima, Tri-Cities sitting pretty nice and a little bit warm, high of 58, low of 34. In Yakima, Tri-Cities, high of 61 and a low of 34. And let me just step off so you can see us on the east side. Spokane, you guys are taking a little bit of everything. Got a little sun and a little bit of cloud with a high of 55 and a low of 32. Then again, Pullman, 49, 31. And then just looking across our 5-day forecast, if you're coming for family weekend, it's looking to be a little nice, but make sure you keep a jacket on you because we do have a 50% chance of rain on Saturday. High of 51, low of 35. Sunday is just going to be cloudy, high of 55, low of 34. Monday, we actually have a 90% chance of rain, but parents, you'll probably be gone by then. High of 48, low of 36. And then Tuesday, you know we love it here in Pullman. We have winds, high of 47, low of 33. So getting a little bit warmer, but this wind and rain's definitely making it feel like it's still winter around here. So don't forget a jacket, guys. Have a great family weekend, and I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks so much, Jackie. WSU football had their last practice before this milestone moment this weekend.
And a former Coug turned top pick makes a top play when Murrow News 8 returns.
I'm Alex McCollum with sports. This morning was practice number 5 in WSU's spring football program. The wide receivers were in the spotlight today, with Donovan Ollie kicking off the red zone period with a beautiful catch on a fade route. Orion Peters had a diving grab and took a bubble screen at the distance. The Cougs won't practice again before the first spring scrimmage that will take place this Saturday at 10 a.m. WSU women's soccer is receiving a new transfer. Head coach Todd Schollenberger announced that Jaden McClellan is transferring to WSU after spending 2 seasons at San Jose State as a midfield starter. McClellan appeared in 27 matches with 24 starts, including the shortened spring 2021 season. Before college, McClellan was one of Oregon's top high school players, being named a 2019 All-American player while attending Jesuit High School. McClellan is joined by other transfers Brianna McReynolds, Lindsey Turner, and Telly Vunapola. In other soccer news, WSU soccer alum Morgan Weaver had a highlight goal with the Portland Thorns last night. In a game against Angel City, Weaver, a forward, scored her first goal of the 2022 NWSL Challenge Cup, bringing the score up 3-0. 3-0. So far, the Thorns have tied 1-1 against OL Reign and won 1-0 against San Diego Wave in the Challenge Cup. And the WSU track and field team is headed over to Eugene, Oregon for the Hayward premiere tomorrow and Saturday on the University of Oregon campus. 36 schools from all levels of the NCAA will be in attendance. So far, 10 student athletes from WSU hold marks qualifying them for the NCAA West preliminaries. This is also the first meet at Oregon where masks have not been mandated. Events take place tomorrow from 3 to 9:40 p.m. and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's all for sports. Back to Riley and Connor at the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Looking for something active or outside to do this family weekend?
This Pullman business will offer 2 options. Stay tuned.
Hit the links this family weekend. The Airway Hills Golf Center is offering both mini golf at $12.50 a person and a golf simulator, which is $45 per hour, Saturday and Sunday, and will run from 9 a.m. to dusk for the mini golf and 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. for the simulator. Pizza, beer, and wine will all be available at these events. Tee time will also be available if you call ahead to reserve one.
That sounds like a great way to spend family weekend.
Honestly, I know my dad is a big golfer, so who knows? We might go do that. Honestly, so be on his money, of course. I can't afford that. So
of course.
Thanks so much for watching. If you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/MN8, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Have a good night.